Hello, Aries. Welcome to your mid-October reading. This is going to be a reading using tarot oracle cards and my personal favorite Pokemon cards right there. And you can take this for all of October. You can take this as a timeless reading as well. I'm filming this in the end of September 2024. But really, this is specific to Aries and Aries only, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So it doesn't really matter when you see this, as long as it's appropriate for your sign. And we're going to start with the tarot. And for this, I use the Mystical Penguin Tarot deck, of course, by Dawn Evans Scaltretter. I hope I'm saying that right. You can get this online at dawnarts.com. It's pretty neat. I got it from the Kickstarter a few years back, and my copy came, I chose rose gold, and it's signed on the inside. It's a very neat box. There's the signature. So yeah, for the oracles, we'll be using Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards by Kyle Gray. And for the Pokemon cards, these are just regular trading card game cards that I've made a deck with to read with, and so far they haven't let me down, so we'll see. But let's get into it, Aries. We'll start with a bit of shuffling. You can skip ahead if you'd like. And we'll see what comes up for you. For today. So what I like to do is get like a base reading with 3 tarot, and then I start building like a pyramid kind of thing. It won't fit in the video obviously, but here we go. Okay. There seems to be a struggle in October for Aries, just at first glance, like there's a huge struggle here, but with the Chariot, we do have the way this penguin is dressed is a kind of like holding a banner of victory or success, and we know the Chariot is a very fast-moving, fast-paced energy. So I feel like there might be some sort of letdown or upset or a setback or something like that, but you move through it very quickly. So I think for October there seems to be like some sort of not loss, but you feel lost perhaps. You think you might be lost. There's no real direction here, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it could put you in a negative mind space. And that's what I get from the Five of Cups is I don't know what I'm doing with my life right now. I'm losing all of this. But with the Five of Cups, the figure is lamenting the loss of something, even though they still have 2 cups that are worth probably more than what they've lost. They still have a lot of worth. It's about turning around, pretty much like this, turning around and seeing that you do have what it takes, or you do have that worth that maybe you don't see it or feel it right now. And then with the Chariot, like I said, this seems to be like an episode a quick episode. It's just going to pass by, and then you'll come out the other side thinking, ah, why was I so worried, or so why was I dragging myself down so much when it was just like a blip in time? So I think October for Aries, you will have a small struggle, and that's quickly overcome, and you'll return like victorious, like everyone. Even if no one celebrates you, you're going to celebrate yourself. It's not sad to celebrate yourself, come on. Right, so then we go to a few guidance cards from the Oracle. Let's take that one and that one. Right, I think this is kind of what I was thinking. You have to find a way to change up your situation somehow, change, or at least change the way you feel or think about it. The trader card is all about exchanging energy to create your own prosperity, your own abundance. And if you feel in a negative mindset at any point, it's asking yourself the question, how can I change for the better? Or how can I change to get out of this slump? What can I change? It doesn't necessarily have to be something about you. Maybe there's uh, a work environment that you're not comfortable in, or friends that aren't who what they seem to be. And I think this is telling you it's time to switch it up. And okay, Shapeshifter said, "Hey, hold on. This is kind of about you as well. Very personal. Shapeshifter is about revealing who you really are and revealing all these intricate things about yourself, about your personality or your skill set or your gifts, as it says here, your gifts. Transform and unveil your gifts. So what do you think is weird or strange about yourself that you're holding back on? That's kind of what it's saying. It's stop holding yourself back. Stop letting people judge you and taking that judgment and criticism to heart. Just be who you are, and you will find yourself like victorious with the Chariot here. So this is very unique, I think. In most readings, I don't get these two together because they're both about an exchange. Like this is an exchange of material things, and this is more of an inner workings, like change yourself, change your outlook, change your demeanor, your attitude. This is the shapeshifter. And finally, let's draw you a Pokemon card. And for me, the Pokemon card, I only draw one. I put it here to create this kind of pyramid thing. And it's kind of like your highest energy, your highest outcome, your highest self for October. And these ones I tend to not pick out myself because there's one there's one obvious card that's different. This is a Japanese card, so I try not to pick them out because then that's a bit of bias from my side, so I let it fall out. Yeah, coughing. Now coughing, everyone sees coughing as toxic. It is a poison Pokemon, right? If this is one of the OGs, like it blows clouds of gas, toxic gas. But two things. This is a dark type in this particular expansion of the deck. This is a dark type. For me, the dark Pokemon have things that are hidden from plain sight, or things that you hide, which we've talked about with the shapeshifter. Now, also the move on this card is Ascension. So your your October for you is going to be elevating you to a higher place spiritually, energetically for you. And it's about really, you have to put in the work with the trader. Like, people don't just come to you and ask you to change things, or the world doesn't wait for you to, the world's not going to give you what you want straight away. You kind of have to put your work in there, spiritually or physically, if it's about your workplace, whatever the situation, family, friends. Um, but coughing is actually a very good card in my eyes, because it talks about evolution. And that's really a great message, I think, for you, Aries. Is October is a very trying time, and it's trying to see you grow to a better version of yourself, right? It's like the whole metamorphosis analogy with the butterfly. It goes through a long gestation period to get to be something beautiful and free, and it doesn't matter how long that lasts. Let's not get into what how long butterflies live. Anyway, Aries, that's pretty much for you for October. If you do have any comments or questions, please leave them in the appropriate section, and I wish you the best of luck. October is it's it's autumn, right? It's like early middle autumn, and it's a changing season. So take this with a pinch of salt as well. Maybe it's not that difficult in the greater schemes of things, but in the moment, it definitely seems like it will be quite trying. But you have got it, Aries, and we will see you in November for the results, hopefully. So thank you so much, Aries. Take care, and see you next time.